Well, hello everybody. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. For many people, you guys may be wondering, well, what is going on with the social media awareness industry? And for many people, the industry is basically what we make it. And the one thing we've been trying to kind of let people know is that in this industry, we're looking to build a community beyond just what we speak and allowing them to not only discuss, but also create their own understanding and knowledge of social media awareness. Now, for many people, you may be wondering, well, hey, how does this affect me? How does this impact what we do? And how will this play out in such a way that our lives are changed for the better? Now, for many people, as you guys may probably know, is that it's been 12 long years. And for the past 12 years, we've been able to not only discuss, but also chart a new territory and allowing individuals to not only understand how we think on social media, but also how the user of social media operates in such a way that they understand their own social media persona. Now, for researchers out there who research what we've done, who have commented, responded, wrote reviews, who have taken interest in this new area of study, or what we call social media studies, we not only look to just start the conversation, but also make the conversation. And we have been very fortunate. And as you guys have probably seen, we've introduced social media first aid. Now, social media first aid is what I call one of the first, if not the most comprehensive social and emotional learning platform used nationally. And when I say used nationally, meaning we're basically introduced this to every level of society. And just introducing it to every level of society, we know just based off conversation, based off interaction, and based off the knowledge that we've been able to kind of gain from interacting with the different departments, the different backgrounds, you can say, and much more, we now understand that we are actually ahead of the curve once again. And when I say ahead of the curve, I mean we not only created social media awareness, we not only put a name to the disorder that causes the problem, social media dependency disorder, we not only put terms to new conversations that weren't even being had amongst the companies that you now see today causing the most impact. What we did was we cultivated a belief. We cultivated a new type of discussion amongst researchers, amongst, you can say, the elite, as they say, to kind of pioneer a new beginning for the next generation. And with this new beginning, we're touching different industries, such as sports, such as education, and more beyond what people can comprehend or even see. And in doing so, we look to actually create not just strategic partnerships, but partnerships that will educate the next generation and beyond. Now, we all know, of course, the big topic is how does this make money? That's the big multi-billion-dollar question. Well, how does it make money? Well, strategic partnerships and also research. Now, what we did over the past year and a half was we launched the Social Media Research Institute. And this institute is supported by the Social Media Research Corporation. And with this institute, we have partnered with researchers out at UC Irvine to not only discuss, but also create the clinical backing and the clinical research to actually justify the findings that me and many others have been developing through the years. And with these findings, we've been able to allow ourselves to not only dissect without doing, dissecting, dissect the psychology of a social media user who uses less, who uses more, and who uses just enough, who uses it for business, who uses it for personal, who may be dependent on social media but not know, or who is dependent and who knows. So we're covering all these different dynamics that we know play a big part in our understanding, which would come into funding, and corporate and social responsibility in the online world. Now, you may be wondering how you can support. Well, as I said in the beginning of the year, our goal is to raise $250,000. Well, we've learned that ain't nothing. And when we say nothing, we mean that where we're going and where we're headed, it's going to be close to $1 million plus. And it can be done. There are people out there who will support. There's companies out there that will write the checks. But if you know anybody that would like to support, get in touch, contact us, let us know so we can have these conversations. But remember, like I always say, one post can change the mind. One comment can change a generation. Thank you and have a great day.